What's up, everybody? This is Pete
and Paul, and this is Beers and Shit.
We got it!
Yeah!
It's like third time's the charm.
All right, and today we are with Danny Garcia, actually the very original bass player for Letterburn and current bodybuilder. We're just gonna drink some beers and shit. Let's get into it.
All right. Well, Danny, first I want to say thank you for coming to the... Oh, my bad.
We do kick this off a certain way.
Right here, Papa.
Hey.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Well, Danny, we bring you here today to talk about a couple of things. First off, I don't think a lot of people know this, you were the old bassist, original bassist from Let Her Burn. Let's go back to the past to start off. Give a bit of a prequel into this. Give me some good band memories you had, man, from back in the day.
Shit, man. Well, I think it all started back when me and you were maybe 12, 13, like pre-teens. Got into the whole band thing, the whole metal era. I think big back then was like Mudvayne, Slipknot, stuff like that, you know. And our parentals decided to, buy us our little instruments, and then we took off from there, you know. But it was always something intriguing as fuck, you know. It was always fucking like sick as fuck just to have that connection, you know, because we've always been like brothers, best friends, but like to actually, connect through music, it was one of probably the coolest moments that really got me into music, you know.
Yeah, really, you're right.
So yeah,
Something
it was
to
dope.
always look back on and be like, we did this.
Yeah, it was dope, you know. So it was a cool experience, and then fast forward when we started the band, man. I mean, we've had plenty of good fucking times. A lot of times that we don't fucking remember, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was a crazy time, man. We lived the band life, you know. I mean, we weren't fucking famous, but we played some badass shows. We got fucked up. We met cool people. So I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. You know?
Well, cheers to that, man. So we have a song on this first album that's actually about 10 to like 15 years old, and
I didn't know what kind to buy, so I just got both.
Okay. No, I'm good right now.
so I want to say, God, when was our first show? Do you remember, like, what year? Grade?
First show, we were already out of high school, I believe. So it had to been, I think it had to be about 2008, 2007 to 2008.
Okay.
You know, because at that time, remember, I was with that weak ass little indie girl, Melissa, that little lesbian one. And I remember because I met her when she was in high school, and we were out already. And that's when we first started doing the whole band thing, and we came up with the whole Let It Burn. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember how the Let Her Burn name started?
Yeah, we were thinking of a band name, me, you, and back then Tuffle.
Yeah.
Right? It was us three, no?
I think so. Maybe
And-
Mark Ferris.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, actually, Ferris was there, and I think we were talking about one of my exes. I don't remember what she said, but it was something along the lines of like, "Fuck, like you wouldn't even cross the street to piss on her, right?" I was like, "Oh, fuck that bitch, let that bitch burn, let her burn." You know, we're like, "God damn, that's a dope ass name, let her burn." You know, let's keep that
We're
name.
soak on that.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna soak on that.
Yeah, we liked it. Everybody agreed with it. That's it. It's still the name to this day, no?
Yeah.
I think so.
Stand
Yeah,
strong.
a little bit.
It's lasted a while, man. And so, kind of fast forward, man, when you started, I brought you on today because as of now, you're bodybuilding. And so, from then till now, did you, I mean, because people don't know, when you started, I think you were already kind of getting into shape, right?
Yeah, I had lost a ton of weight when we were doing the band thing already. Just to give a little backdrop on me, I gained a lot of weight when I was young. I had asthma, and they put me on, specific medicines, and just along with that, with the whole bouncing around throughout my life, I gained a lot of weight as a child. Shit, I think my fattest in high school was 318 pounds. Was the fattest I ever got. So from there, it was just an ongoing battle of how to lose it. but I had no conception of how, or how it was supposed to be ground. So I just thought what I knew. So when I started my fitness or weight loss journey, I guess all I did was, because obviously there was no social media or YouTube bullshit or any of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything was just self-taught.
This is all brand new.
Unless you buy a fucking magazine, and like fucking subscribe to magazines to learn the steps. So I did it the wrong way. I ran 3 miles every fucking day and ate like a sandwich once a day until I dropped to 165. So I think when we're doing the band thing, I went from 318 to 165. So I lost over like half my fucking body weight, But again, that's what introduced me to the whole fitness that I'm so in depth with now, But again, it was a learning process. It was all trial and error, Because again, I had nothing to go by. Fitness or bodybuilding wasn't a fucking cool thing to do like it is nowadays, Social media was just something that I wanted to do because I was tired of being a fat shit. You know what I'm saying?
So it never started off with the end goal of bodybuilding.
Not at all. Fuck no. I wanted. Honestly, I was insecure. I mean, you're at that age where, females are starting to notice,
Sure.
males, vice versa, and shit. Nobody paid a goddamn attention to me because I was fucking fat. So, but when I lost the damn weight, like I think it was my senior year when I dropped down. Oh, game changer. Everybody thought I was a different person. They didn't even know I was the same person. They thought I was a new student from a different school. So I played it off like that. I played it off like that. I grew my fucking hair out. I had the little emo hair and shit like that. And everybody thought I was a new student. So I just started my life over from there.
That's crazy, man. That is insane.
Yeah, so it was just...
There are people that remember you prior to that, though,
No, yeah. It wasn't been the same motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Changes from
It's
there.
like the first time someone even notices you.
Yeah.
Hoping that'll happen in our local scene very soon. Just we have Facebook, Instagram. Just call us, whatever you want. Hit us up. We're ready to start playing shows. So, do you remember what exactly it was that? Take us a little bit more of getting into shape. Like, do you remember kind of the process of how? I remember you had a bench press, and that seemed like a big game changer for you. Because once you had that press access at home, you were like,
yeah, I got that. My mother obviously saw I was making an attempt to lose weight, and I was doing everything on my own. So she took it upon herself to give me a gift, and she got me my first weight set, which was an Olympic bench press set. And I think my weights went up, with the bar included, a 45-pound bar. I think it went up to 275.
Not bad.
So that's what I had included. And since I didn't know how to lift weights or anything, I was still doing more of the cardio aspect of everything. But as soon as I got those weights, I fucked around with them like any kid would.
I ran a couple of those 3 miles with you back in the day.
You remember that?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
It was the same route.
Remember the route.
All day, every day, bro. Like clockwork. But yeah, I think that's the first time I really got excited about strength training, because at that time I didn't even know what bodybuilding was per se. You'd see shit like Arnold and shit like that, but past that, it wasn't a market that I knew about, or a lifestyle I knew about.
So from then till now, how much has your intellect on that changed? I mean,
Go ahead.
mind-blowing, right?
9 fucking days, bro. 9 days. After I've, like I said, I took it upon myself to really study, understand, how kinesiology works, how nutrition works, how the human body works, and when you put everything together, for a specific result, it's a game changer. You don't really know exactly how to change your body unless you understand your body. And how your body takes things in. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like that's probably the most difficult thing for people, is obviously if you want to get in shape, you work out. That's kind of the obvious one. But, with this understanding your body, kind of getting your diet, understanding what it takes to get what you're getting at, it's going to be probably the last thing that kind of came.
Well, of course. It's like saying the same thing. Like, you can say you want to play guitar, you want to be a badass guitar player, but you can go buy a fucking guitar at Sam Ash and you can strum the fuck out of it, but you ain't gonna sound like fucking like a like a beast.
Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be
R.I.P.
Van Halen. You ain't gonna be. You know what I'm
Need a
saying?
little bit more behind that.
You
a little bit of knowledge there.
You gotta understand the science behind it, man. You gotta know exactly the ins and outs
How
of
the
the craft.
scales work.
Exactly,
all
your
that.
scales. You have to start by even knowing how to tune your guitar, which I used to have problems with back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? Even just the ear to tuning your fucking guitar is something you have to learn.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not just gonna have a guitar in hand and be like, oh fuck, I'm shredding already.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same thing with bodybuilding. It's like, yeah, you can go in the gym and you can pick up a bunch of fucking heavy weights. That doesn't mean you're gonna look any type of way, or that doesn't mean you're gonna get stronger.
Takes a little bit of discipline there.
It has-
application.
It's discipline, it's application, and it's the knowledge behind it. You know, that's what a lot of people don't get. They have the misconception of it being like, oh, well, this motherfucker's a meathead. All he does is just go to the gym, and that's why he looks like that. If I had time, all day, every day, then I would look like that too. No, you wouldn't, motherfucker. You wouldn't. You wouldn't look like me because you don't understand the concept of how it needs to be done.
There's so much more.
Right.
Yeah. There's so many factors. So many factors depending on what you want to do in your fitness, whether it's building lean muscle or it's losing weight, whether it's building strength, where you're just looking for the aesthetic look, which is like bodybuilding,
Yeah.
It's almost as much mental as it is physical.
It
I
is,
guess you
man.
could say.
It is 100%. 100%. So yeah, that's what I love about it. It's the cool thing about fitness, and not even just bodybuilding, but just fitness in general, is you never stop learning about it. There's always something new that you can apply to make your craft better, and then to show other people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Man, so we got the COVID question this year. Has COVID affected, your regimen at all?
Not really. I mean, not really, because like I said, fitness is always going to be a part of me, and I'll find a way to do it regardless. I have slip-ups here and there, but COVID, again, that's just a minor slip-up.
Didn't cancel any competitions for you or anything?
Well, it might have affected my competitions, but it hadn't affected my fitness in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like my competitions, they're not as important to me as they were, back in the day when I first started bodybuilding. I'll always love bodybuilding for what it is. It's art, it's craft, Competitions are just something that's there, to do within that craft. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of makes you feel like you're getting your foot in the door. Gives you more of a solidified feeling in yourself.
And then you
competed a few times.
Exactly. Then you can say I'm a bona fide bodybuilder because I actually placed. I took this show. I did this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I guess it helps you verify a little bit, but at the same time, once you know where you are and what you want to be, it doesn't dictate everything.
I get that.
So bodybuilding isn't always about the competitions. It's more of a lifestyle, to be honest. It's a sport and a lifestyle. That's what a lot of people don't understand about it. But yes, to answer your question, COVID did kind of mess up my plans for competing, but it was okay because I'd rather be better than I am now. When I step on stage again. So it was almost maybe a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. And we do have hand sanitizer on the table. People want to know if it's in the shop. But it should be.
Or a hand sanitarizer if you're familiar with episode 1.
Sanitarizer. I heard about that. You take a shot. You want a little bit of whiskey? Or you want some whiskey?
Yeah, whiskey. Let me see here. Do you remember one of the first, you know what riff I remember you learning from back in the day, and it really impressed me was, because man, we were like in 9th or 10th grade. You played around there. You played a Quarantine by At the Drive-In.
Oh yeah, man.
Those fellas a little further down south than us. Texas bros.
For sure. That was
Oh, man.
at that time. I think that band was just such a pivotal aspect on the music industry, and I know they were a little bit before our time because they had already been out. But
Yeah,
still,
man.
when I heard their fucking music, that shit was just mind blowing to me. I felt like a different type of vibe with that kind of music. Like it kind of opened up another genre, a whole realm of the music, So I knew that, like I was so fucking into, at the drive-in that I just wanted to learn that bass line because I was like one of the most mesmerizing bass lines I've ever fucking heard at that time and point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. Oh, and then still to this day, I still bump those motherfuckers at the gym. I'll put on one of the dude like What was I listening to the other day? What was it? It was on the album Via. There's a song on there. I think it's the last track on Via, and it just hits so fucking hard.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It goes. Yes. And then you said they're Texas boys, right? That's where they're from. What? El Paso. Yeah.
Nice.
Bad motherfuckers.
Texas brethren.
They're bad motherfuckers. Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. Let's take that shot.
It's good.
So, I wanted to get into a bit of your regimen right now. So, what do you eat typically a day as far as diet? Let's go into the diet first.
Well, it depends. Are we talking about what I'm doing now? Because I'm fucking lax as fuck right now.
So there's no meal prepping. Or
So I'm not around meal prep. But I mean, if we're talking about serious shit, that's a different story. I mean, right now, if we're just talking about the lax state I've been in since I'm not getting ready for competitions or anything, I still eat healthy. So my healthy meals will probably look like something like 8 ounces.
Tortilla, carne al pastor, cilantro.
Something like that, right? But no, honestly, I still eat my ground turkey meat, 93.7, so it has a little bit of fat in there.
I remember you introduced me to that.
Yeah, cup of brown rice, and then they have this teriyaki sauce that doesn't have no sugar in it.
Yeah.
So I add that bitch in there.
I've tried ground turkey before, and it's not.
You gotta throw it in there. You gotta get a sauce for it.
That sounds like that might be the trick.
I think they have it at Walmart or H-E-B, and it's a no sugar, no carb teriyaki sauce.
There we go. I love teriyaki.
Dude, spread it all over. It's fucking amazing. So that's one of my favorite meals right now that I eat that's healthy. So I usually eat about 3 healthy meals a day, and then
Do
I
you put
usually fuck
anything
up.
in the meat at all? Like, sometimes they put little chunks of cheese or.
I use if I'm using cheese, usually when I'm just cooking the meat by itself, I'll just use Uncle Chris seasoning.
Oh, nice.
Because sodium, you need sodium. Especially as a bodybuilder. People say like, oh, you don't want to retain water. Fuck that. You need that for your muscles. So yeah, I use whatever seasoning I want, which is the Uncle Chris that I use. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'll add stuff later on. I'll put like the fat-free cheese on it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'll still put some fat-free cheese and I'll throw some almonds.
Yeah, you like that big melted piece of cheese on top?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but the fat-free cheese too, it's perfect because it has no fucking fat in it at all, obviously, and it has no carbs. And if you melt it right, it doesn't taste like plastic.
So there's a lot of options for. There's certain foods a lot of people probably think they need to cut out, but there's options.
There's a lot of options, bro. And trust me, I always tell people this. I'm the pickiest, fucking healthiest person you could ever fucking meet. I'm the fattest, healthiest person you could ever meet. And I'm the laziest, healthiest person you could ever fucking meet. Alright? So yes, you can cut a lot of fucking corners and still stay healthy. You can.
That's awesome.
You just gotta know what the fuck you're doing.
There we go.
I know he's telling the truth.
Boys. And in line with that, right after this shot,
Love you
since
guys.
we are on beers and shit,
Down the hatch.
I'm sure a lot of people feel like they may need to cut drinking out entirely to maybe achieve something like what you're into.
It's a bit of a numbers game, isn't it?
But that's not the case. It's a little bit more.
Okay, now there's mixed notions with that, okay? Now, I'll be brutally honest. I still drink a shitload right now because I'm not working towards anything. If I was serious about something like a show, or if I am trying to cut down, or I'm trying to get my physique to a certain point, I will cut alcohol out. Alcohol is a muscle killer. It is. And that's not to say that you can't drink alcohol and still get to your goals. You just have to minimize it the best you can. I would say at least, again, this is just my opinion, like 1 day a week of something that's very low in calories, like tequila water or whiskey water or vodka water,
Seltzer.
something to that, of the seltzer drinks, but limit that to 1 day a week if you can, especially if you're trying to hit specific goals. Because
That's cool.
yeah, again,
Cheat day.
and especially
Right.
a lot of these guys, they want to get bigger and they want to look, they want more meaty muscles and shit like that, but they still want to go to the club and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna happen. You can't do that.
Talking about the journey, man, it's just one tweak a day. On I'm not gonna eat this. How about that? We'll cut this out.
Yeah.
We'll do this for a physical regimen, man. It's just one tweak a day, isn't it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just little things, but it adds up. And it all comes down to the consistency of it, is all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You make your little tweaks, but then the consistency of those little tweaks build up, and it changes everything.
That does seem to be key, I would say. Consistency, really, in anything you're doing, whether it's
Exactly.
guitar playing, bodybuilding.
Exactly.
That's
bro.
going to be, I guess, your key component there is just kind of sticking to it, staying at it.
Fucking 100%, bro. It's just like music. That's what I'm saying. It's just a different craft.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man. We the beginning of this year, COVID did affect us a bit. We just had those demos made, and we were so excited because we want to sell people at the show. People ask us, do you guys have anything recorded? So it was awesome. We were gonna be done right when COVID happened. It was like almost a perfect storm, and that definitely affected us. But
Yeah.
new game plan, saying what's up this way. So, as far as plans for the future, are you going to be doing any new shows anytime soon?
I actually am. I wasn't gonna say it yet, but yes, I'm in the works of doing a show early next year. I'm not gonna say which one yet, but yes, I do plan on competing pretty soon.
You heard it here first.
So I'm gonna get back on stage because I'm tired of these motherfuckers that I see all over thinking they can compete when they they just started, like they're just doing it about it. So I'm gonna show these motherfuckers. I'm gonna remind them how it is to really fucking bodybuild.
That's awesome.
Because when I'm on it, I'm fucking on it, and I'm not trying to. I don't mean to sound cocky. I don't, but
But it's all about the competition. There's nothing cocky about
yeah,
that.
no, yeah, and when I'm zoned in, it's all about that. It's 100% focused.
Full focus.
I cut everything out. I will cut everything out of my fucking life. I will get up in the morning at 4 in the fucking morning every fucking day. Hour of cardio, hour of training, then go back to the gym that same day, another hour, 3 hours a day, every day.
Damn.
You know, and then my meals. Every 3 fucking hours on fucking time. Like I zone in, but again, I there's been a lot of things going on, so I've been trying to decompress myself
Yeah.
and get back and build back up to that.
No,
you know?
yeah. Sometimes you just need a break if you can take it. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
But man, most of the time, yeah, I've known you to be quite dedicated, if I may say so. That's awesome, man. So, man, as far as, do you remember what made you want to get into bass?
What made me want to get into bass? I think that was a lot of influence from you. I mean, even though
Your old brother Pete.
you
Brother
know,
Bear.
I mean, I think you influenced me a lot on that. I always wanted to play guitar. I remember being 9 years old and I got my first guitar. I think even before you played.
Do you remember your first guitar flip?
My first guitar flip?
Just if you've ever done one or anything.
No, I don't. Did I fuck you up
Did
with
you
it?
drop a guitar or something?
I'm sure I did. What did I do, dude?
There's a light bulb involved.
Oh, that's right. We had the locks on the guitar, no?
No.
No. Oh, so we were just free-balling it.
No.
We didn't have the locks on the guitar
You
too
were
with the
way
straps.
younger. Yeah, it was a red guitar.
So I saw it. I think I remember what I see on Papa Roach video. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Papa Roach. They had just came out with that.
Because you, Papa Roach.
It was right after Last
Bro,
Resort. They came out with another
Made him
song.
break our bulb.
Damn it!
And yeah, I think it was my first bass I got. And we're fucking jamming out, and I fucking tried to swing that bitch around me, and it just shattered our fucking our light in the room, busted everywhere. And I was like, "Oh my god, Uncle Rick's gonna get so mad." Which was his uncle. We lived with his uncle, you know, so he was kind of like our father figure. But yeah, I fucked that light up, and I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna be in so much fucking trouble," because he was such a tight ass. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm fucked." So yes, I remember that. It
Yes.
was like when we were like 13.
So, let's see. What was one of our best moments together? Because we were in a band at one point all together.
How about the way that y'all found out about me?
Oh my goodness.
How did we find out about Paul? I don't even fucking remember that.
Well, so
I think I was waiting to my shit back in the day when
Yeah.
we met each other. I was already partying like a motherfucker when I knew you.
This goes right in line with it.
So I was chilling with Paul for a while already. We were let's keep going.
Whatever you want, man. I'm here for your stuff.
All right. Due to a technical error, I ruined everything.
Aww.
And
Womp womp womp.
Ben.
so this is gonna be an episode of beers and shit that's a little bit.
So we get the
times two.
intro right,
This one's
but
a
there's
little
a
potent.
fucking total screw up midway instead. Maybe we should have just fucked the intro up like we always do, and we would have been safe.
I hate you, Pete.
It's a.
Maybe there's some spirits in here trying to put a stop to beers and shit.
No. Why would you put that evil out there, Ricky Bobby?
Dude,
There's no spirits.
Oh man.
That man right
Ah.
I don't
already
understand.
Oh, you son of a
there. This
bitch.
is what I lived with my whole life.
Sorry, beers and shit fans.
That's what I lived with my whole life.
Well.
So we will be asking Danny some of the same questions for the second time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete. Pete.
We ran out of alcohol, so pour me some hand sanitizer. Hurry up.
Some Santanerizer.
Some hand sanitizer. What would you say?
Santanerizer. It plays a Latin American solo and cleans your hands.
But, so I think we were talking about max lifts and stuff along those lines before everything cut out.
Man, that was like one of the coolest things. Jeez.
Yeah, I said a lot of cool shit.
Now we're just going to have to do a tribute to all the cool shit we said before.
I wanted to reschedule for the record. But this is amazing. So, as far as... Man, we missed that whole thing, dude.
Joe, you said it stopped as we were talking about the mugshots thing, right?
Yeah, so,
So
okay.
finished that, right? Pablo got discovered in the mugshots.
Just in case, me and Danny were going to get Hangover Barbacoa on a Sunday. And he loves the DWI mugshot magazines. He likes those with this barbacoa.
All fucking day.
He likes to laugh at you while he devours.
That's right.
That's how he...
I like to laugh at your mugshots while I'm eating my big red and barbacoa.
And so as he's doing that, I'm going through it. And I was just telling him, like, dude, I met the coolest fucking drummer, man. He's going to fit in perfect with the band. And then we get back to the house, and, dude, it's him, bro. It's Paul.
Yeah, it was. That's how I found out about our new drummer. By a mugshot.
With delicious barbacoa.
And I wouldn't fucking have it any other way.
This criminal is going to be a part of our
Yes.
band.
You are welcome. Yeah.
That's
No,
how I
that's
knew it was up. 100.
So you know what
It
me
It was
and
just
Pete
timing.
always...
It was
Really?
just timing.
Something me and
Kidding.
Pete always love to
We're
kind of
nice
laugh
people.
about is the last time we ever saw you and the original Let Her Burn members in the sense where y'all were still part of the band, if that makes sense. Where we all showed up to jam and watched y'all fist pump away into the sunset.
We were going to the beach, right? Or some shit like that.
Yes, you
Yeah.
were.
I'm such a dick. Jeez.
Y'all used to go to pretty cool parties.
Yeah. We did have
As
cool
Pete
parties.
and myself sat there dingy, dried of all our last bit of change, ready to go to Ampus, watching our band just LMFAO into the sunset.
There was beach and there was women.
Beach and boobs, huh? Took President over.
I'm sorry, guys.
Over Final
I was
Cut.
a stupid little asshole back then. Okay. Hindsight now, I would have just stayed with y'all. Because it wasn't that great anyway.
You got way buffer, though, and we're still not signed. Help us!
Oh, yeah. And then Burger King tried to rip me off right afterwards. I mean, that day was a total nightmare.
Oh, my God. So
Buck doubles, bro.
I guess we had to tell the story of
That's
the Buck
one
Devil.
misleading.
And then that bitch, when we went out of town, were you there when we were going to the coast? And her name tag when we went to go eat there was fucking Little Joker. Yeah, I was like, what was that bitch like? And like she came back, she's like, oh, my name's Little Joker. I'm like, what the fuck? Like ghetto ass little. Like that's what she like legit went by. Little Joker. Little Joker.
That's pretty aggressive.
Homegirl, sad girl, shy girl, you thought.
Oh man. Well, geez, I get to go over this whole list again. Danny, how did COVID affect you this year? It fucking didn't. It kept working out.
It fucking
Let's fast
didn't.
forward. I was gonna delete that anyway. He was like, it fucking didn't.
Oh my
Fast forward on
God.
that part. We asked him, did COVID affect you? No. Definitely hit us, man. We were very excited to sell y'all some demos and stuff with art. And yeah, but no, he kept working out. We kept playing music and we're coming back. And we didn't stop anything. God damn it.
COVID didn't stop shit.
Yeah, God
Things
damn
kept
it.
going.
Mm-hmm.
For the people that know what's up, you know, it's still.
That's so
it's
true,
what it
man.
is, you know.
Man, that's one of the
And
truest
I'm not
statements
saying
I think
that
I've ever heard about.
not saying that it's like, you know, irrelevant or anything, obviously, because I was scared
No.
as fuck when it first hit. But I'm just saying, like, it's like, man, what the fuck can we do now? I mean, let's just keep on living our lives, you know?
For sure.
What the fuck else can we do?
It's been long enough to try to kind of
Yeah.
find at least a new routine to make it work around whatever
Yeah, 100, bro.
kind of fears you may or may not have.
And if it happens, it's like if we get in a car accident now, you know what I'm saying? It's like if it happens, it happens, bro. But what we can't just fucking shelter ourselves, you know? We still
Yeah,
gotta go through our
agreed,
shit.
yeah.
You know?
That keeps rolling, man.
Gotta find that balance.
Life is life. There's been plagues a lot. There's been pandemics.
Definitely
a lot,
gonna
you know?
weigh on your mental health if you just kind of shy
Yeah.
away from
At least the way
the
that's
things
the
you
yeah.
love, you know.
That's the way I see it. I mean, I remember when it first hit, I was it scared the fuck out of me because first of all, not only do I have asthma, but my daughter has asthma too, you know, and it freaked me the fuck out because it's like, you know, people with respiratory problems get affected, you know, a lot by this fucking, you know, this fucking disease. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it's life now. It is what it is. This is our new
Sure
norm,
is.
you know. So we just gotta keep on fucking trucking. Fuck it.
Do what you can, man. Keep
Yeah.
trucking.
Keep trucking along.
I was trucking along when I became the prey.
The fuck does that mean?
It's a new song. It's the first lyric. It's called Snake in the Grass. Let me show you some. So, man, we missed everything. So let's jump into it, man. Back to cheat codes. We have,
Oh yeah, we probably did miss that actually.
yeah, the delicious. So my brother takes care of himself and exercises for a living, and he has cheat codes to your diet. So these cheat codes include delicious cheese. You gotta have a ground beef replacement because as delicious as that is, not necessarily the best for your diet, even if you are exercising, correct?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just about what you're putting into your body.
What
you
about
know?
something like Hamburger Helper? If you put ground turkey in that,
Oh yeah, of course.
You
You
should-
can replace it with anything, right? Tacos.
I mean, obviously, if you replace your regular ground beef with ground turkey, you're gonna lose a shitload of calories, you know. So you're gonna be able to make it a little bit leaner, but at the same time, the pastas and the starches that are in those pastas, and then you know, depending on what's in that powder that's in there,
right?
is gonna determine how fatty it really is for you. You know what I'm saying?
little flour. In there
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
flour that they put in the powders and shit like that.
Not so good
That's
for
the shit
that-
that fucks you
that
up.
six-pack.
You know. But yeah, I mean, using ground turkey versus ground beef. Of course, you're gonna be able to
So
you'll
that
save a lot of
almost
calories.
highlights kind of the extremity of just the discipline it takes, especially in more of contestant times. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the powders, stuff like that. Like now it goes, you have to dive that deep to kind of
Yeah.
achieve real potential in competition state or anything like that. It's gonna really come down to that nitty gritty, basically.
Well, for sure, man.
Well,
yeah.
So you might be thinking that you're doing something really well, but there's still, maybe
Remember
that
one time
one
you told
thing
me-
is just
That's the problem. That's why you can't really say like this is what you need, because again, everybody's body's different. Everybody receives, their nutrients a different way. They break it down a certain way. It really depends on the person and their metabolic rate and how they break down things that fast. Like me, for instance, my metabolic rate is not the best, so I don't process food at a faster pace, right? So if I eat a lot of fucking food, I'm gonna get fat. You know, if I'm eating burgers, I'm gonna get fucking fat. But the good thing about my body type is I can be on a regimen and eat healthy, but eat a lot of food, and then lift, and I'll build a lot more muscle than other people with faster metabolism.
I was just about to kind of comment on that. It's like we were literally two different sides of the spectrum because you were somebody who went from being a fat guy to getting into shape. And my high school physique, I was like 125 pounds as a freshman, like skinny. I see pictures of myself damn near skeleton looking.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just basically it's going to take two totally different plans to
You're
make
on the opposite spectrum, bro. Opposite spectrums of that. You know what I'm saying? And for you, the hardship for you is like, fuck, I need to eat a shitload to where you're almost force feeding yourself to get bigger. Whereas me is I have to starve myself to get leaner. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. So everybody has a battle. So nobody, you have good genetics, but nobody has perfect genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
So there's always a pro and con with what kind of genetics you are actually born with and how your metabolic rate is. You just got to know how to treat your body the way you need to. That's all it comes down to.
That's cool.
So that's all it is.
That'll either way.
Yeah.
You gotta sacrifice something. Some other cheat codes, golly, man. We missed a whole nother tape.
I can't believe it.
I am making sure we are live, but this is just a little bit, this is the double shot of beers and shit today.
Hey.
Want to make sure to get in
the Halloween episode.
Turkey bacon instead of bacon. You just gotta crispify it. That's the trick.
Super crispy. Bacon chips.
And if you can't do
Turkey
turkey bacon, like you just think it tastes like shit, because some people do. I don't know why. I like it. I love it. But try turkey sausage then. Breakfast sausage. Turkey breakfast sausage. That's my favorite thing. Because that bitch tastes good. Like, when you go to McDonald's and you get the sausage McMuffins, sausage with egg McMuffins, that's my favorite fucking sandwich of all time because I'm a breakfast person. I'm a fat fuck that loves McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So what I do to, kind of put my own little twist on that is I get turkey sausage, egg white, fat-free cheese, and then I buy a muffin, Ezekiel muffins, because it's a sprout grain muffin. And I'll make a fucking muffin out of that. All fucking healthy food.
It's good.
And it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, you have definitely influenced me with some healthy foods, and I'm like, dude,
and you certainly don't appear to have to sacrifice taste to eat healthy. You just gotta put in a little extra work, kind of figure out what's...
We used to play Grand Theft Auto when we were little.
Do your research on your food and nutrition, know what the fuck is everything made out of, man, and then you could just kind of put it together,
Right.
It's all it is.
Pete just made me remember that whole Grand Theft Auto thing that we spoke of when it wasn't apparently.
We missed it. We totally missed it, but that's what I was talking about, man. Oh, man, we missed the whole damn thing.
God damn it.
This is all your fault, Pete. God.
Pete to Pete, Peteing off over there.
Bend.
So, how do you like training, man? Like, is it still a love-hate relationship?
Like me training clients or me training myself?
You never stop working out, right?
I never stop working out. I think this last month was the most I've went without working out, and I think I went almost like a week without working out, because that's when my knees were fucked up. No, I went 2 weeks without working out. And it's
2 weeks is a lot. I feel the difference then.
Dude, 100%. Because usually and it's not recommended for everybody, but I like to overtrain. I work out 6 days or sometimes 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what I'm accustomed to. And I know people, if they see this that are in the fitness, they're like, oh, you need to fucking rest. Well, fuck you. I like to train like that. That's me, But yeah, you have to have that rest for your body. That's how your muscles grow. Your muscles grow through rest. They don't grow through working out. You know what I'm saying? You break down muscle tissue when you work out. You fucking grow when you're resting your body. So for me, it was hard to go for 2 weeks without fucking working out. I felt like I was fucking getting depressed. I was like, man, fuck this. This shit sucks. I was angry all the time. But, you know, it's when you get this in depth with fitness and bodybuilding, you almost get that body dysmorphia where like you feel you lose everything, or you get too fat, or you get too skinny. You know, it can be a problem. You just gotta remind yourself, you know, like chill the fuck out.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most definitely.
you know,
Keep
so-
yourself sane
Yeah,
sometimes.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
yeah.
dude, it was a hardship to go through that shit without working out, like for those 2 fucking weeks, you know. But I pulled through it, and you know that was the most I went without it. But yeah, I mean, for everybody out there that's starting and shit like that, it's just like, yeah, you have to have your rest days. You're not gonna improve if you're not resting your body.
So
at
on
all.
top of that rest, I would say this is probably another obvious one, but it's definitely going to be form over weight as
100.
far as
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
any sort of, you know, exercise that you're performing with weights.
Yeah, I mean, again, to a certain extent, because yes, if you're doing the bodybuilding thing, yes, it's all about form. It's all about making sure you're not going to get injured, first of all, right? You don't want to fuck yourself up.
I'm thinking kind of sometimes you see these guys, you know, they've got 40 pounds in their hand or something, and they're just kind of like swinging it up,
Yeah.
and you can tell.
And
I mean, that's more just an injury waiting to happen.
Oh,
I
for
would
sure,
say.
bro. Like, and I've went through all that shit, and, you know, so I can tell you firsthand. It's nothing good comes of that if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because I've had a lot of.
Sit there with the 20
Yeah.
and pump her straight,
I
yeah?
said the same thing, yeah. Like, it's like I can do more with a 20-pound weight than these little motherfuckers can do more with a 40-pound weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get more muscle growth off of my fucking 25-pound weight because I know how to fuck with the tension. You know, I know time under tension. I know volume. Versus somebody that's just shrugging shit and not even isolating the muscle. You know,
Right.
you have to isolate a muscle. If you're doing this here with 40 pounds, you're not isolating a muscle. You're fucking throwing other muscles into it that are not even equipped to be ready for it, and then you can cause other injuries. So that's the problem with these little like motherfuckers that don't know what they're doing. Is like, dude, do your research, or at least, you know, ask somebody. Like, just don't go in the goddamn weight room and start trying to push 40, 50, 60 pounds. You know, because you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I definitely have seen that, you know, more than enough times, and I would say that's been a big help for myself, is just keeping the weights at appropriate during the exercise functionally, and, you know, that's what I feel.
It's about function, and it helps you too, man. It helps your overall health on your body, because again, if you're doing too much,
And there's really no need for that trying to prove anything to any. You know, I feel like I've noticed with especially there's always a lot of positivity at the gym more often than not.
oh, for sure,
Where
yeah.
people are kind of building each other up. You know, a lot of that type of a thing. It's more camaraderie based, whereas I think people who aren't out there pumping out or anything get worried that it's going to be more of a judgmental situation where they're going to feel this way or that way. But I
Yeah.
think people tend to want to help other people get in shape. You kind of want to pass the, you know, because you felt what it was like not to be in shape
Oh,
before.
for
As
sure.
myself, you know. And
Yeah, I think for the most part, yes, you are right. Obviously, you have your fucking, you know, your assholes that are in there that think they're like better than everybody and they don't even want to help anybody out. But I remember when I first started, and again, I was overweight. I wanted to have muscles, and but I didn't know nothing, and I would ask people. I remember I went up to this one guy, and I asked him, I'm like, hey man, I just started lifting, you know, I don't know too much about it, I just lost a lot of weight, but like, you know, what's the best route? He's like, just lift weights. And then he just like fucking walked away. And I was like, okay, what an asshole, you know? I swear to God, like 5 years later, I see this same motherfucker in the gym, and I did all my research, I've done my first show, I'm the biggest I've ever been, and he comes up to me, and he's like, God damn, man, you have a good physique. He didn't remember me. And I remember him.
A
And I
little
remember-
poetic justice,
And
man.
and I
That's
see him,
awesome.
and I'm like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, you brother. I asked you for help a long time ago, but you didn't want to give me the time of day. But that's cool now. I'm glad you're doing good now. And he just shut the fuck up and he walked away, you know? And ever since then, I always remember that. So it's just like, yes, when I see people starting off, or like, you know, and that goes for my people too. Like we always try to help people out. You know, it's always about that that brotherhood, that positivity. You know, you want to help other people out.
'Cause
That's
if,
how you should be. You know,
Absolutely.
that's how it should be.
If I'm not mistaken, some of the last times we talked, you were saying that you're going to be opening up possibly your own location of a gym that's called The Pit.
That's right. So I started. Me and my buddy started The Pit in 2017, which is a gym here in San Antonio. We opened it off of Broadway. I ended up leaving there. We weren't seeing eye to eye, so I left my partnership to go work back as a director for LA Fitness. And after that, he kept on calling me, and he got in contact with me. He wanted to kind of get back, you know, on the same kind of ideas that we had. So fast forward to now, I started linking up with The Pit again, and I'm part owner. I have some royalties in it, but not too much. So, but the plan is, yes, there is going to be another pit, and it's going to be my location. But beforehand, we're probably going to open up one more shop before we even get that gym done. Because with the COVID situation, it's really hard to find a place and to get everything like right the way it needs to be done. We really need a lot more focus, and right now it's just hard.
You don't want to half-ass it.
I don't want it to be a piece of shit gym. Like, I'm not just want to like, oh, okay, here, I'm gonna open up a fucking garage with some shit in it. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a legit building. I want it. The Pit 2 is gonna be fucking immaculate. So I'm saving it. But I'm gonna open up another shop beforehand, which is gonna be brother sister, venture off the Pit, which would be like a healthy cafe. It's gonna have healthy food. You can get supplements, shit like that. So that's what me and Johnny, which is the owner of the Pit, my partner, that's what we're planning next. And then once that's done, when that's up and going, then we can focus on the second Pit. So that's where we're at that point.
Nice.
If Danny's behind the menu there, it's gonna be legit.
No doubt about it. And is that going to be on northeast San Antonio or?
It'll probably be somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Shout out to an old memory I had recently. Went by our buddy Ray's, and I was swinging by the old House of Pizza. And this guy used to get a volcano burger.
Ooh.
With a large order of combination fried rice.
Any other beer?
Yes, please. With like a sesame chicken with pizza. Combination pizza, pepperoni pizza. You remember that? At House of
Fuck
Pizza?
yeah, House of Pizza was the best, bro.
You would go insane, dude. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was like the double cheeseburgers, right? The pizza, the Chinese food, the sesame chicken.
Dude, all in one place?
All one place, Paul.
God damn.
All fucking one place, Paul. God damn. It was fucking amazing. God damn it.
Golden Corral.
Best time of my life.
Time of my life.
No,
I remember,
dude, that place was amazing, dude. I'm telling you, the Chinese food was amazing, right? The pizza was amazing. The burger was fucking amazing.
It's already enough when a place can get one of those things right, huh?
Yeah, dude.
But you're gonna go get all of them right.
One-stop shop, Paul. One fucking stop.
Sounds
shop.
heavenly.
It was awesome, but they shut it down because health code.
So I remember a story that
What's the cockroaches?
Cockroaches,
no.
yes. Yep, there's cockroaches in there. You ate some cockroaches.
Maybe that's part of the flavor.
Yeah.
It was
That's why it was so good. It was so good because there's extra protein in it.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with
The
that.
extra protein in the cockroaches are delicious.
Pete told me a funny story about you guys where he dropped a pizza or something like that, and you were so pissed
I was
off.
pissed off, bro. I was so fat at that time, and I hated walking anywhere. Like, it was to the point
That's
where, like,
exactly how he described it.
I think I was
Danny
around, like,
hated walking.
I was like 300 pounds at that point. No, maybe a little under. I don't think I was like 280. It was me, him, and Mark Ferris, which was one of our other friends that wasn't Let Her Burn back in the day.
Original guitars.
The original guitarist. And we
Helped
were
write days.
we were all childhood friends, so I mean we were always together. And they were spending it at my house, and my mom gave us money for pizza, but we had to walk, which was maybe like maybe about a mile. About a mile, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
To that Little Caesars?
Yeah.
About a mile. So we leave my house, you know, we're walking, and we're here in Texas, so it's fucking hot as balls.
Blazing hot.
You know, blazing fucking hot. I'm fucking fat as shit. There's hills. You know, and I'm sweaty.
There's hills, he said.
Dude, it is very hilly there.
Yes, it's
We
hilly
used
as
to jog
fuck.
that. Later we jogged that.
God damn.
But we would, on the way there, it's even harder because you're just, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude, it was tough. Fuck that. Anyway, we get the fucking pizzas. I'm so angry at you to this day about the pizza. That was a beautiful pizza. It was nice.
The perfect batch, damn it.
The cheese was boiling hot. It was beautiful.
They just cooked it just right, man.
And we're walking. I guess he's holding it, this motherfucker. Like always, there's always something that goes wrong with Pete. He motherfucker trips on his own feet. And the pizza just goes flying in the fucking air. Just shatters on the goddamn concrete.
slid on the asphalt.
So, sidebar, did anybody eat asphalt pizza?
No. We just looked at it and we're like, no, me. I was like, I was fucking pissed, bro, because I was a little fat hotcake. I was so tired. I was so sweaty. Like, my feet were hurting because I was fat as fuck. Like, I just wanted to get home and eat pizza. And you just ruined my goddamn dreams. You just fucked up my world.
Oh, God, I remember Pete telling me that
I
story.
sprained my ankle. I slipped on something and I just, and
Just,
Terrible. Terrible.
I don't forgive you to this day.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Look what y'all have me doing. I don't even drink beer.
In hindsight,
already
Pete saved
fucking
you
ate-
some calories that day. You know, I mean, he supplied to your
Well, I'm
future.
pretty sure I didn't
guess.
give a fuck about calories that day. The fat shit that I was.
I didn't give a fuck about calories.
Get that pizza back.
It's got 2 thumbs. It doesn't give a
Mission
big
failed.
fuck about no calories.
Mission fail. Negative. That's tragic, man.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic. Hurt my feelings. That was fun.
It was amazing. So, man, dude, I wonder if we covered talking about your bass. We shouted out earlier at the drive-in, El Paso homies,
Sure.
our Texas brothers. But I was talking about earlier how I remember one of the first bass riffs that you played that impressed me was fucking Quarantine by at the drive-in.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that was a really cool album. We were talking about how amazing they were.
Fuck yeah, they were fucking inspiration.
Just definitely want to
like a
still give a
motherfucker.
shout out to that because I remember from way back when that was super cool. Like, he showed me that. He
Oh,
always
yeah.
showed me new music. Poison the Well kind of transitioned me into hardcore. So I was hanging strong with Slipknot.
He was a fucking metalhead, like, to the fucking end. Until I started, like, putting... But he helped me with a lot of music, too, because my dumbass was all about SPM all the time, you know? South Park Mexican.
Oh, shit.
You know? Like, that was my shit before I was, like...
I was double barrel shotgun.
Well, you know, I mean, fuck. We're fucking... Dude, we're San Antonio in Texas here, so it's like, you like rock and then you like SPM back in the day, you know? So... But he kind of, you know, helped me branch away from that shit. I mean, I love hip-hop to this day, 100%.
You know who
I
was way
fucking jam out
cooler?
to
It was Sublime.
Oh, Sublime, bro.
You got me into them.
Still be jamming them out. I was just jamming them out last night. Fuck yeah, dude. They're amazing. Bradley Noel, I wish he was still alive to this fucking day. It was one artist that I can wish alive, I'm not even lying, would be Bradley Noel.
That's a good question to have.
We
for
could
the
have him
future,
on
man.
beers and shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that shit.
Dude,
Huh?
next
He would
episode.
probably love it.
He just seems like he'd be one of us, and then he'd just be jamming ska and fucking singing Santeria and shit like that. Like, come on,
With his
what the
Dalmatian.
fuck? Why wouldn't you want to hang out with a motherfucker like that?
I could dig it.
Yes. That bitch was bad. That dude was a motherfucker.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
I think mine would be Kurt Cobain, but I'd be scared of that motherfucker.
No, I mean, again, he's a talented motherfucker, but think about him. He's awkward as fuck. So you know, how he is in his own little head, you think he'd really be cool to chill with? Not saying that I wouldn't want to chill with Kurt Cobain, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bit
you think he would have the
scary,
same
yeah.
kind of vibes that we would have? I don't think so. It'd be like,
Yeah, a little more shelled.
yeah. He'd be in the corner, like, shooting up some heroin.
We've got more of that 80s party vibe.
Yeah. Let me say he might kill your buzz a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Just a little bit.
That's just being realistic.
I'm just saying.
See him with the
I can
spoon,
appreciate an
you know?
honest answer.
Yeah. I mean, I love
It
Kurt
is what it
Cobain.
is.
I think he's a bad motherfucker, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'd
Actually
still-
hanging out with that cat.
I'd
It'd be a little
still chill-
different.
I'd still chill with them.
I know, yeah. I mean,
Like,
I would
And
too.
Pete's a crazy motherfucker.
No, I mean that would just be very scary. But damn, I don't know.
I think he has components of all these fucking crazy motherfuckers, and that makes Pete.
Pete's got the fucking writing down to a T, dude. That guy's a musical genius, dude.
Super amazing.
Dude hates on himself 24/7, but he's killing it on those vocals and guitars.
Thanks, guys. Man. Well,
We've been pushing this shit for over a decade now. Just stopping in sight.
I might get that tattoo.
what?
That'd be
My
dope,
cousin
right?
said the same thing. People love that shit, dude.
Shit,
We got
I'm
this
just
one.
saying, dude, I'd be down. Fuck yeah. I'd be
And
down.
you're
I'd be
the
down.
original bass player.
Yeah.
It makes perfect
I
sense.
mean, I'm the one that came up with the goddamn name.
We watched you fist pump away.
I created the name and walked away.
And I walked away.
There you go. I'll be back, y'all.
Oh, and bestow this upon me.
I want to get that. But I actually want to. I want to get the woman kind of like walking gracefully and on fire. Like I want the second album to do that, so it gets a little more like.
That sounds dope as fuck.
Most definitely.
You know,
Sounds like
it's
that.
gonna. We have to. Cole was just talking about that yesterday. I was kind of scared, you know, because second album, if it sucks, like if it's not better than your first one, people immediately are seem like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you know, it
we
has
just
to
gotta-
kind of be an aggressive step up, and I want to do Let Her Burn a little more gracefully, like, you know. We'll figure it out. We'll have some talks.
But that sounds dope as fuck though, man. Even just like that, you know, that little art that you said, that would look sick as fuck. Like a badass, like, you know, like a good silhouette of a woman, like, you know, like a real dainty, like chill as fuck, but like just in fucking flames.
Yeah, dude, that would
Like,
be
you know,
bad.
maybe even look like her hair's like still slick a little bit, like, you
Yeah.
know, like, but she's still in fucking flames. Like, dude, I'd be sick.
With just no emotion to
Yeah,
it.
like shit, it's not even fucking bothering. That'd be dope.
I can see it. I like it.
Be dope as fuck.
We're gonna keep working on that. Be chiseling away every day, all day. All work, no play, except for Tuesday. Beers and shit. So, man, have we talked about, because we already did this, apparently someone made a mistake in the back. One of our,
One of our
Videos.
producers.
One of the and we lost some fish. So, did we talk about your regimen as far as what you're lifting right now on, like, let's say bench? Did we capture any?
Well, we fucking most definitely missed when we talked about the max bench that was achieved
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm sure of that.
So
Some of the last shit we talked about.
did we capture the origin story of how the bench press went? Where are we at? How much time is this? That's actually 30 minutes. We can call it now if you want.
That's up to y'all, man. Whatever. You chilling? You still drinking a beer?
Okay,
It's
well,
up
let's
to
just
y'all.
chill
I
for a
don't-
second.
it's up
I
to
can
you.
edit this. Let's chill for a second. Man, I want to just make sure to cover everything.
Yeah.
You can always do something too small. I mean, if you need to.
I was thinking, what if it was a shorter episode? We just do it
Well,
fast.
we don't have dude. We have a full length episode now.
Yeah, I know.
We have the first half,
We're
and
actually on
it
the
worked
first
out too because we joked about the screw up all throughout the restart of the second half, and I think that kind of worked. It was funny.
All right. Well, I might have to edit this, but so if you like the content, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Man, I
Pete,
can't believe
you
he just said
derailed.
that. He just said something that changed humanity. It's gonna start with Let Her Burn now, but we've been having malfunctions all night because of our production team, and we're gonna get that figured out. Some people might have to get new jobs, but we'll discuss that here in a bit. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let Her Burn. Danny, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Again, this is
Pete,
and Paul. We were with Danny Garcia from Let Her Burn. This is Beers and Shit. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
peace. Alright. You wanna like? What you got left?
We gotta be, you can't be saying the like, comment, subscribe thing all week like that.
No, yeah, for sure. I have to edit this now.
So yeah, we'll do mine that I did there at the end.
Yeah. Is there anything else? We have to chop this one up a bit.
Yeah, but you always do that.
I ruin it?
No, you always chop it up, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I did.
I'm ready for another shot. I'm gonna roll a joint.
Just keep the footage rolling.
We're done. Any more tequila?
I have definitely more of something.
One of his customers gave him like a bar worth of shit. There's no more beer in there?
I think a couple more. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Do you guys know what coin true is? I got all this booze from an old lady that I did a job for. It says 40%, like regular booze. P, the N. You fucked up the N, but we fucking fixed it. Like, comment, and subscribe.
You
That
better.
part, that part's gotta be super in your face, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could do you want to redo the, because you didn't do the Pete thing right away. What if we record just that? So again, this is Pete and Paul with Danny. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 whatever. It's
ready?
still rolling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, again, and this is
Pete.
and Paul. Today we were with Danny Garcia. This is Beards and Shit. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe below.